James Whitley and I'm a racing driver for Team Brit.
Very much for having a chat with us, Robert. Very well done, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you again together. There you go, Johnson. That's the number 77 driver there, Robert Taylor, who's just jumped out. We've got multiple genetics in the pit lane as well. Robert the Marley. Can I start the car? Yeah.
When I was born, I didn't have any fingers at all. I had the bone structure, but through like amazing surgeons, they constructed all the bones I have now and sort of managed to get proper function. And from when I was a really young boy, I managed to gradually learn basic things, how to cut food, how to do buttons up, to get dressed. And so it's been a long sort of work in progress to get where I am now, but I do believe now I'm just as capable as anyone else to do all the daily tasks I need to do. From a young age, I've always been a massive petrol head. It started with the days of Top Gear. Although none of my family are into cars or into car racing, they're all quite sort of steady people. I've always had this desire to win everything I do. And when I was 6 years old, I had a boat accident in France, which meant I was in hospital for about a month and I was in a wheelchair for about a year. And in my rehabilitation, I had a Paralympic tennis player as my physio, and he said, you love going fast, you need to get your strength back in your legs, why don't you do ski racing? And so I got into contact with the British ski team. Skiing was something I really liked doing on a family holiday, and it's snowballed from there that I ended up going to 3 Paralympic Games. However, in the summertime, I always loved cars. I always wanted to do mechanics on my car, go to track days, and I was always counting down the days I could pass my driving test. And so after my time skiing, I always thought I cannot go a lifetime without competing in racing. So I found out about Team Brit, and they seemed like an amazing team to work with, where they had all disabled lineup and were trying to prove that they could be just as good, if not better, than anyone else out on the racing grid. Growing up, there's always been a couple of hurdles where things have not been perhaps quite as straightforward for me as it would be everyone else, but in a way it's made me a bit more determined to try and prove that I can do everything, including drive a manual car really fast, really well, just like I can ski really well and really fast without ski poles. So I always knew that going down this path of racing was the thing I really needed to do for me to show that I can be better than anyone else out on the grid. My first ever race weekend was a very eventful one. The first race we came third. My first ever race I came third, and the second race we came first. To get that first ever win was very, very, like, the most amazing thing ever. The fact that a few of my family and friends had come, and I could show that in my first ever race weekend I could get 2 podiums was the best thing ever. And then the following weekend we managed to get 2 wins, which I hope to show means that me and Chris and Team Brit are on a roll with, like, the crew, the standard of the car, and the people driving it, that we're here to win and not just to be a participant in being a disabled team. I was one of the youngest ever British Paralympians to ever compete at the Sochi 2014 Winter Paralympics. I was 16 years old, and since then I did the 2018 Paralympics in Pyeongchang and the 2022 Paralympics in Beijing, where I got 3 top 10 results. Since then I've done sort of 5 World Championships and had multiple top 5 results and wins in European Cup races. I now want to do everything I can to transfer this into motorsport and see how far I can get in motor racing, and I do genuinely believe that me and Chris and Team Brit, we can go all the way to the end and hopefully be on the podium more than ever before.